Mosley, Dorsey, 1 minute.
Kate, somewhere in the middle of all this, I fell in love with you.
Okay, I kinda just blew the ending there by showing that. But hey, with a movie like The Cutting Edge, from the very beginning, you know where it's going. For the whole movie, we lie in wait for that climactic moment when their tricky romance is about to split atoms. We can see it coming from a mile away. But being predictable isn't a bad thing, far from it. Just because we know Kate and Doug are going to end up together doesn't mean we can't enjoy the ride, right?
It's been a beautiful ride.
And it all hinders on that one special moment at the end, when all the cosmic tumblers have clicked into place.
Oh my God.
When we know that the characters have come to the realization that we already have, and that our collective hearts beg to come to fruition. Sometimes in movies it happens with a look, sometimes with a kiss. But in whatever way the movie chooses, we know when it's right. Just like the characters always seem to figure out when that right moment is. Like Doug. For him, it was right then or right never. But wait a second.
Everybody move, let your body move.
We gotta figure out how we got to this moment. We gotta go back to the beginning. All the way back to 1992. That's when The Cutting Edge came out. And, well, like a lot of other sports movies before it, The Cutting Edge has got its fair share of cliches too. But you know what? I don't care. If it's done well, it doesn't matter. But when it comes to sports and romance put together, The Cutting Edge really stands out. Because this movie is smarter than most and gives us two very uniquely defined characters, Kate Mosley and Douglas Dorsey. Like Billy Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew, she's a snobby, temperamental, upper-class girl, and he's a down-to-earth, fun-loving, middle-class guy. At first, it looks like they hate each other, but then that hate becomes love. But not right away. It takes about 90 minutes. But man, what a 90 minutes! And I don't know about you, but I'm smiling the whole way. But holy cow, DB Sweeney and Moira Kelly absolutely nail it. She looks and feels like a figure skater, and he looks and feels like a hockey player. And they have so much chemistry. They convince me of their love every time I watch it. And I've seen this movie a lot. But alright, like I was saying, a movie like this really depends on that big moment, and how well it can either convince us, let us down, or leave us wanting more. Because not only does that moment have to work, so do all the other moments leading up to it, like dominoes. And so, for all that to make sense, the guy and the girl have got to be just as believable apart as they are together. You know, if it hadn't been for these two actors, I don't think it would have worked as well. But still, there's more than enough in the writing to make me love both of them and to root for them to make it. What can I say? I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff because I can really feel that deep down they're both hurting. A hurt that tore a hole in their souls. A tear that can only be mended with each of them put together. You know, in a lot of other movies, characters sometimes seem too perfect, but not here. It's the character's flaws that makes it all worthwhile, because it reminds me of how flawed people really are, but at the center can still have good hearts and will always do the right thing when it counts. And sure, the movie may be following a formula, like it was just stamped into existence. But I don't think that matters, and I'll tell you why. Because everything that happens feels organic, grown out of their pain and their need. So much so that we can feel it. So when they win, so do we. And when they hurt, we feel that with them too. Each moment in this movie builds upon the next. And with that, so do the stakes. And not just in the competition, but in the relationship. Because like in real life, a lot of the time we're left uncertain. And like real life, this movie can leave us hopeful in one moment, but then pull us back in another, never quite letting us get there. Which makes us savor that big moment even more when it finally comes. On the way there, the path can be funny, sometimes awkward, sometimes painful, but by the end, just like them, we're ready to be vulnerable too. Because like them, our hearts are wide open, and we want so badly to hear.
Because I love you.
And it's so awesome. Because their love, like that gold medal, sure, it wasn't so easy to get, but man, did they earn it. I'm Adam Lee. Thanks for watching. Stay real.